modesty panel is when your client is trying to be modest, like they don't want their back to be revealing, even though we are snatching their waist at the back, like putting the highlight and all that. Yeah, so they don't want their back. Some don't even want their back skin to show at all, their bare skin to show. So that way we normally put modesty panel. So that is what we'll be learning how to make today. I'm just showing you this corset, this pattern for the corset. So now I'll be dropping the front one aside and we'll be working with the back pattern. So I'll drop this and also drop this. So this is our back pattern. Can you see? Yeah, so after this was what I off from it. From here to here I have 2.5. From here to here I have 1.25, excluding the back tightening for any bulge. Yeah, so this is it. Now if I'm to remove this, the back yoke, let me remove it because I normally join my front yoke and back together because I don't want shoulder joining for my yoke. Yeah, so if I'm to remove the front yoke and I place this like this, so can you see that we have a complete back already? Okay, so I'm going to remove the yoke back and I'll keep it aside. Yeah, the total of what I have here is 2.5. What I have here is 1.25. Now that is the reason why you don't throw this paper, this particular one that you cut off. Please don't always throw it away, because when you are now doing fitting for your skirt for the modesty panel, you need to remember your calculation, because when you dispose it, sometimes you forget whatever you have here and you have issues fixing your back. So now I will now take whatever I have here now, I will multiply it by 3 to get the wideness for my modesty panel. So I'll be using this crepe to form the modesty panel. This is just the easiest way to form your modesty panel. Modesty panel is not difficult. It's not a rocket science. So you're going to place it, you fold it into 2. So after folding into 2, look at this part that is on fold. It's not going to be at the down part. You get. Now the total length, you're going to measure from here to here. You measure from here to here. So what I have from here to here, I have 8.5 in total. I'll be adding 1 inch to it. That is 9.5. So the length I'll be cutting a length of 9.5. I'm just going to add extra length so that when I finish gumming, I can trim it off. I wouldn't want my interfacing to just shift it anyhow. Now this is the length here. So this part here, this upper part here, we have 2.5 here, we have 1.25 here. Yeah, so like I said I will be cutting excess. So 2.5 times 3, that's we have 7.5. Yeah, so you add your 7.5 like this, then plus ½ inch for sewing, that's 8.5. So you repeat the same. Okay, so this is it, that's 8.5. Then for the waist side, we have 1.25 here. So if I'm going to times 1.25 times 3, that's let's say 1.5. Let's just say 1.5 times 3, that's 4.5. Now 4.5, look at it, it is looking, by the time I cut it like this, the slanty part here is too much. So if I'm making here 8.5, I think I want to make here 7. Let's just say 7. So you're going to connect it like this, because normally it's supposed to have a slanty effect. So you're going to cut it like this. Now let's cut it out. I'm still going to add extra measurements here. When I finish gumming it, I will minus whatever I want to minus. Okay, so mate, this is our Modesty panel. So I'm going to open it like this. You can see that slanty effect because the upper part is wider than the down part. So now I will now take it to the machine. I will take it to my iron and I'm going to gum. So I'll be gumming it now. We have 9.5. Guys, just know that I have tried other Modesty panel. I find this one very easy and fast. So here I'll be doing 8.5. Here I'll be doing 7. So let's say the difference of what I have here and here is 1.5 inches difference. So you're going to turn it like this. You're going to turn like this. I'll sew like this. You sew with your 1/2 inch. You sew like this, and like this. Then when you are sewing, you can leave a small part. You leave a small part by this side. From here, you can leave from here to here. That's where you bring it out from. So apparently you're sewing like this. So can you see? So this is how you're going to sew. You sew like this, you leave this part, you sew like this and like this. So here you're going to top stitch, back stitch here, make it tighter. Here, make it tight. So you're going to bring out everything from here. So let me go and sew, then I'll come back and show you. So guys, this is it. After sewing, look at the place I left. I'm just going to trim off out of it. So like I said, you bring it out from here. So now let me iron it. Now this part that we open from, yeah, you just run a stitch, just top stitch on top, just to close it. So let me do that. Okay guys, now this is the corset dress that I'm using this Modesty panel for. Guys, this corset tutorial, like this pattern, this tutorial, I already have a pattern of this on my channel. I'm going to drop the link in the description box. It is the same thing because it's the same corset with yoke. The same thing I did there that I made for a client. It's still the same pattern that I use in making this. So that is why I did not bother doing this tutorial, because I already have it on my channel. There's no need, having multiple corsets, the same pattern tutorial on the channel. Then for this structured sleeve, I also have it also on my channel, but I'm going to drop the link also in the comment section or the description box. So always check the description box if there's any information. Now this is the corset dress. Yeah, so you can see this is the back. This is the back. Now let me remove the the rope. I've already fixed the eyelet to it. You can see this is the eyelet. Can you see it? Now this is the modesty panel that we just made. So this part that is smaller is going to be the down part, while this part that is, you know, longer is going to be the upper part. That the reason why I say it is always better when you already do your eyelet first before you fix your modesty panel, because when you fix your modesty panel inside here, and you want to lace it up, there's no how you're putting, can you see, there's no how you're putting your modesty panel in here and you are also trying to lace it up. So it is always better, do everything first, fix your eyelet and everything before your modesty panel. Now, so we are going to be placing our modesty panel like this. So I'm going to be placing it, you can see, under, up here. So when you do like this, it's like this. Now you have to push this one very well inside, but because of this my sleeve here, I'm going to place it here. So I'll be using pins to hold it down so that when I sew, I don't miss my line. So I'll use my pin to secure it. Then this one have to go in also. Okay, so guys, this is it. So that when I lace it up, it's going to be like this. Now I am going to run a stitch. From the back here, like this. The way it is staying like this inside, can you see? Yeah, so I'm just going to sew from here down with the same matching color. That is what you use. So you just sew from here up here. You just run a stitch on it like this. You just run it to where it stops, here. Yeah, so let me do that. So guys, this is the modesty panel. I finished fixing it. Now this is just me trying to remove the pins that I use in securing it. Now can you see, look at the way the inside is. You can see it's very neat, like it's so neat and clean. Yeah, so I'm just trying to zip the skirt parts, then also put the modesty panel inside. Now I'm trying to lace it up so that you can see how it is. So at this junction guys, if this tutorial has been helpful, kindly give me a like, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all next time. Bye.